book lovers, it's G here, and I'm here today with my best special editions of 2025 Part 1! We are finally doing this. Oh my goodness. Now, this might be hard to believe because the first Best Special Editions video of 2024 got posted somewhere late 2024, but the first one was filmed around March time last year. And as I'm filming this one today, I've almost reached May. So I'm actually starting a little bit later, but funnily enough, I've got enough special editions that I love so much to film 2 of these so far this year. There are so many beautiful special editions that I've received. Now, when it comes to my special editions that I share in these videos, I have personally set a new rule. For the sake of not being repetitive in the future, what I plan to do is only show sets that are complete or show standalones. There might be a few exceptions based on other sets that I've shown previously in these videos. Like, you know, when I do receive my Duskwalker Brides Part 2 set, I'll probably show that separately because I did show the Part 1 set previously. But there are only few exceptions to the rule. I want to make sure that I don't make these videos repetitive, especially because there are so many contenders. And yes, I'm filming this in the morning. You can hear the cockatoos waking everybody up. I've got my caffeine here. It's before work time. I've been putting off filming this video for a while. The stack of books behind me has been set up for around like 3 weeks and stuff. I mean, it wasn't easy when we did have a massive period of construction around here. And then I got out of the habit of filming, and now I'm like trying to make ends meet because I no longer have pre-filmed content. Anyway, you guys didn't need to know that. And before we proceed with this video today, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this in the future. According to my YouTube analytics, majority of you guys who watch my channel on a regular basis aren't subscribed. So if you want to help a girl out, please make sure to hit that button. Additional ways to help me out, please like this video and follow author Gianna Jones on TikTok and Instagram for more bookish content. I deeply appreciate all the support that I've been given so far, but yeah, those are just some additional ways to support me if you want to. Anyway, without further ado, let's proceed with the video. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I want to do like around 10 to 12 per video, so that's good. I think I'm going to start off with some standalones. I actually have 2 of the same book, but in different editions that I really want to show off today because I believe that both editions look absolutely stunning and they need to be showed off in this video. They need to be highlighted. I'm going to start off with Immortal, the Waterstones exclusive edition. This book is by Su Lin Tan. This original cover is absolutely stunning. I'm just so happy that I got an original edition, but even better, I got an original edition with these pages. This is the perfect special edition, the perfect retail special edition. Oh my goodness. Now, unfortunately, the Nike doesn't really have anything. I mean, it's got foiling on the spine, but that's pretty much it. But the dust jacket and printed edges are just so beautiful. I had to mention it. There are some very beautiful Waterstones exclusive editions out there, but a lot of them do not compare to this. Like, this design is gorgeous. A lot of us are kind of devastated that Su Lin Tan's next book that has a Waterstones exclusive edition does not have the same treatment. These printed edges are absolutely spectacular. I love displaying them on my shelf, and I love this cover so much, and I think that this cover is just absolutely perfect, honestly. I was scared about receiving the Fairyloot edition alone because I just love this cover so much. I'm so happy to say that I love both covers. I think I love the design of this cover more, but I do like the color scheme of the Fairyloot special edition. But I honestly reckon that this edition was the best way to kick off this video because it only gets better from here. And of course, I've got to bring up the Fairyloot edition. Look at this cover. The thing I prefer about the original cover is the text kind of being this way instead of this way, but I don't mind either way. I kind of think that this works well for a one-word title. And yes, I also do very much have an attachment to the original cover. I really love the colors on this cover though. I think I just like the landscape on the original cover, but I do appreciate that we've got like 2 different settings here that kind of work like side by side. It's very interesting. And then we've got like a really cool quote on the back that says, "What the gods did not give us, I would take." And the spine looks really cool as well. I think that the spine is very well done. These pages are very well done as well. And as to expect with Fairyloot editions, we're not only left with a dust jacket and some pages, we have end page art as well. And this end page art is so gorgeous. These characters look so cute. This is a romantasy novel that I cannot wait to read. Oh my goodness. Okay, yep. So we've got the reverse dust jacket, which is absolutely spectacular. I love the look of them. Why is my camera already running out of battery? No, I must have not replaced my battery before I started. I'm sorry. I really need to look into replacing these camera batteries for good because they're dying much more quickly than they used to. This reverse dust jacket art, very pretty. This naked hardback is also gorgeous. I would have loved to see this from the Waterstones exclusive edition, but then again, you know, I wouldn't expect to see something like this for a Waterstones exclusive edition. It is pretty though. It is gorgeous. And then we would have a never end page piece. Yes, we do. And I think that is a great finale for this very beautiful special edition. This is definitely my favorite special edition I've received from Fairyloot this year so far in a subscription service. There have been moments where I have received books that I've been excited about. I've been excited about reading, but I have not been a big fan of their design. I think that Fairyloot put their all into this one. I reckon they got the right artists to do it and everything. Yeah, it's actually really difficult for me to decide between the main cover of the Waterstones exclusive edition and the main cover of this one because both of them look so gorgeous. I love the pages as well on both of them. They're just two different colorful designs that I believe complement each other, and yeah, I'm just happy that I have both of them at the end of the day. And they're both standalones as well. I mean, sorry, this is a standalone. Immortal is a standalone. But yeah, I have got 2 copies of the standalone and I have no regrets. And the one other beautiful standalone that I have to mention in this video today is the Fairyloot exclusive edition of Deathless by Catherine M. Valente. Now, when I saw that Fairyloot got one of my favorite artists ever to illustrate this cover, and then when I saw the cover, I saw the digital mock-up, and I mean, I'm absolutely blown away by this physical copy. When I saw the digital mock-up when they were announcing it, and they had announced the sale like 3 or 4 months in advance, it was a sale that was announced well in advance. My jaw dropped. I knew that I wanted it. Have I ever read anything by Catherine M. Valente? No, I have not. Have I ever been interested in reading anything by Catherine M. Valente? Previously, I mean, I would hear their name from time to time. I heard that this book was their best book from a few of my favorite booktubers. Like, I'm talking about booktubers that were the main booktubers of 10 years ago, right? Back then, I was like, yeah, you know, maybe, maybe not. We will see. Back then, there were too many books that I wanted to read. So I never really fully considered reading from this author, let alone purchasing a book from this author, because there were just too many. Honestly, there was nothing personal about it. And then when I saw this very beautiful special edition illustrated by After Blossom Art, that is when I knew that it needed to be mine. This is a gorgeous cover. This is everything I want in a beautiful standalone cover. And look at those pages. Those pages complement this cover absolutely perfectly. I love the foil detail. I love it all. This dust jacket also feels really good. The quote on the back was very compelling for me as well. Tell me you want what you want and damn me forever, but don't leave me alone. Just don't leave them alone. Just don't. And then we've got a very beautiful end page design and then a gorgeous foiled hardback. Overall, this special edition standalone is stunning. It takes a lot for me to be blown away by standalones over sets. I love the concept of a special edition set because we've got a bunch of books working in harmony with one another, but both my copies of Immortal and Deathless are the exception to the rule. And I reckon the best way to transition from standalones and move on with every other book series is to go into the duets. I have 2 duets in this video and I cannot wait to share both of them with you. The next out of the bunch is the Shadows Between Us series. I believe that's what it's called. I mean, the Shadows Between Us is the first book in the series. So we've got first book, Shadows Between Us. It's a companion series that also features the darkness within us as well. We've got 2 different couples that we follow. I remember how huge this was a few years ago. Like back in the day when I was much more active in the Bookstagram community. This book was taking the bookternet by storm, and it took a few years for a companion sequel to come out, and it has, and I have this very beautiful Bookish Box exclusive edition set of both of these books. I love the aesthetic of this one. These are actually the reversed dust jackets, and they are my preferred design, but I'm going to show you both designs as we go through these very beautiful special editions. So this is the first book, as previously mentioned. I love the roses on this one. I love the dark aesthetic aesthetic. I love how gothic it looks. Like, it just looks very pretty. Then we've got this very beautiful page design. I initially had the option to get this series with Fairyloot. In fact, the second book in the companion series was featured in one of their boxes, and I decided, because I had a very tight budget that month, to skip that Fairyloot box, so I did. And the first book in the companion series is in the Fairy Trove at the moment, but I mean, I have the set, and I think that the set looks very pretty. I don't know, I mean, I think I've got to either really love the set or just really change my mind about the Fairyloot designs for me to be like, yeah, I want them. I like the Fairyloot designs, I really do. But I purchased this set in its entirety at that time because I felt like I was more attracted to these designs. So that is why I skipped the Fairyloot box, because the sale for this set was announced around a very similar time. So we've got a very beautiful naked hardback. I love the naked hardback design here. I hate him, but I love him more. I love that. I love that for you. I don't know. I just love a very intense romance story, and I think that this is going to give me that. So that is the main Dust Jacket cover. I prefer the other side personally, but this is really cool for those who are wanting to display it on that side. But yeah, overall, very beautiful first book in a series, and this book is also signed as well. I mean, I'm more talking about aesthetics here, but very pretty. And I do find the sequel to be quite interesting because we've got quite the opposite in terms of shades. So we've got like a lighter cover with some pink flowers, and they look gorgeous together. I like this key design. I love those little bellflowers we've got there. They're so pretty. Then we've got this very beautiful pink page design as well. The pink foiling here. The darkness within us. This is book 2. Oh my goodness. I love the end page art. Did I show the end page art for the other edition? Sorry. I might have not, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I need more caffeine. So end page art there. We've got a very beautiful naked hardback design. I really love how this naked hardback design pops out. I do like the first book, and I like the first book because I love black and red together, but I love how this design pops out. And yeah, overall, I just very much appreciate that I got both of them in one hit. This one has a longer quote. Can my dyslexia do it? I don't know. I let the laws of men dictate me. I thought it was the only way I could win. But choosing myself has been more freeing than anything else. Yes, yes, I remember reading that for the first time and being like, oh my goodness, I love the vibes. And then we've got the original cover. I like how the foiling does pop out, and that is why I was conflicted with flipping them over, but I think overall I do prefer this design. And I'm very content. I'm very content with the set. I think that the Bookish Box did an excellent job with it. I'm happy that I was able to purchase both books in one go. I do think that it was kind of a very weird decision for Fairyloot to include the second book in their monthly book box. I think that they should have just did the set, because overall, in my opinion, it would have saved much more money when it came to postage. And I mean, you know, having a second book in a companion series first, and then waiting almost around a year for the first book to pop up on the Fairy Trove, which, you know, kind of did happen. It wasn't ideal for me. Purchasing a set in one hit was ideal for me, and the Bookish Box did an excellent job of it. And the other duet that I have to mention in my favorite special editions of 2025, part 1, is the Fathomfolk series. I think it's called the Fathomfolk series. I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, the first book is called Fathomfolk, and the second book is called Tyborn. And these covers are gorgeous. So these are the original cover designs, but their colorways are different. And I very much love the original cover design. And I was personally hoping that Illumicrate would keep the original cover design. And I'm so thrilled to say in their monthly theme announcement, they did tease that. But naturally, I did get nervous about hearing that they were gonna have an updated colorway. I was like, oh my goodness, because I absolutely adore the original colorway. The original colorway looks so pretty, and thankfully, to my delight, I love this. I also love the colorway for the sequel as well. I think that these special editions look very good. They just pop so well. For some reason, this is either coming back to me or it's a false memory. I think I might have mentioned this first book in one of my best special edition videos previously. I mean, technically my desire was to include the set, but I might have mentioned it previously, and I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive, but I mean, I just have to highlight this again. It's so pretty. Very gorgeous cover. Here we've got some very cool end page art with these characters. They look so cool. And then we've got under here a very beautiful naked hardback. I need to show you the one for book 2. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna take this dust jacket off so I can show you the spread, just how intricate that design is. And then here, ooh, actually we've got the same end page on both sides. But I think the sequel might have 2 different end page art designs. I'm not sure. Let's see. So we got that, and then we got, yeah, it does. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tideborn is the second book. I really love this colorway. I really love this cover. Overall, I think that the pages look better than the Fathomfolk pages, but I'm still satisfied with this Duet altogether. And then we've got this very pretty end page art design. And then, oh my goodness, the naked hardback for this one is my favorite. I love these colors together. Look at that. Oh. It's so majestic in my personal opinion. And then we've got this very vibrant end page art on the back as well. It's just so gorgeous. Like I'm just so obsessed. Now I have mentioned previously that Illumicrate's books have gotten much more expensive shipping to Australia, especially because they've added a 10% tax on top of what they charged previously. So it is rare that I do renew with Illumicrate and purchase Illumicrate sets compared to services like Fairyloot and the Bookish Box and the Arcane Society, all that stuff, etc. But when I do get a set from them, it's always worth it. The quality is absolutely magnificent. I think that they do an excellent job every time. I'm just so happy that I have these in my possession. Now I'm just gonna go this way because it has been this way. I started off with standalones, I moved on to duets, and now I have a trilogy. And then going forward, I've got 4 book sets, a 5 book set, and then a 6 book set. My goodness. But I've got one trilogy here. That, my friends, is the Black Jewels trilogy. The first trilogy in the Black Jewels series by Anne Bishop, the Arcane Society exclusive editions. Now, something that I did not mention in my first video that was brought to my attention after I posted it was that there was a lot of controversy around this set. Apparently, there was some misprinting in terms of formatting, and then also apparently there was mishandling of the design, and there was controversy around like how these books were presented. This is just what I am hearing from the audience. I didn't actually look into it initially at the time, honestly. I was just blissful and excited. I think around the time that these books got sent to me, I was a little bit detached from the special edition book community. I'm usually very much in it, but you know, like around December, January time, I do tend to take like a break for myself. And I do personally remember receiving this set back in January, so there's that. I think it was holiday period and I didn't pay attention. Apparently, things got really messy to the point that I think that refunds were only offered for returns. And see, the thing is, this is a US and Canada exclusive set. I personally had to get the set using a freight forwarder, so that would have been a nightmare if I did not like what happened with the set personally. It's interesting hearing that, and then I also heard that there was controversy surrounding whether or not the author was going to work with them again for the rest of the books in the series. But that's based on what I've heard after posting that video, so there's that. Overall, I do still love this set, and I'm still happy that I purchased it. I think I would have been absolutely regretful if I missed out on a book with this cover, because this cover is so gorgeous. I've heard great things about the series. I have a friend who adores this series. It's one of their favorite series of all time, and so I want to read it because of them for sure. So here we've got Daughter of the Blood, which is the first book in the series. This cover is so majestic. And then to top it all off, once again, one of my favorite illustrators of all time, After Blossom Art, they illustrated this set, and I love their illustrations. So for me, I'm personally happy. But if you're a fan of the series and if you're not happy with how the Arcane Society handled the set, I completely understand based on what I heard. I love this cover so much. I love the fact that we've got an end page there with a signature from Anne, and then we've got a very beautiful naked hardback to top it all off. I love this end page art illustration. I think this is my favorite end page art illustration, especially because I love the color scheme of the first book so much. Daughter of the Blood is the first book in the series. It's so pretty. If this series never gets completed by the Arcane Society, I will be devastated, but based on what I've heard, I do understand. Is Queen of Darkness the second book or the third book? Okay, that's the third book. The second book in the first trilogy is Heir to the Shadows. I love this cover design. I love the red. I love how it pops. Yeah, just the illustration. Obviously, I am quite biased when it comes to After Blossom Art's designs, and that's why I included it on this list. It is just so gorgeous. Once again, I do love how pretty this end page art is. Even though this is meant to be the signature page, I love it. And then we've got a very beautiful naked hardback once more with some foiling and some little colors over there as well. I think that looks cool. And then we've got another end page art illustration that just pops. It's so pretty, honestly. This and Deathless, oh my goodness, chef's kiss perfection in the illustration department. And the third and final book in the set, Queen of the Darkness. I love this illustration. Those wings, that pose, everything foiling, the purple. I love how the purple pops. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. I kind of wish that the pages were purple here, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, the orange works pretty well as well. And then we've got a very beautiful illustration there. Once again, we've got the dragon illustration with the signature from the author. Beautiful foiled, naked hardback. And then finally, the back end page design. Overall, I'm personally satisfied with the set, and I would love to see it completed. As I mentioned, completely understand if that never happens. I really love these purple flowers. Oh my goodness, I love flowers, I love dragons, I love it all. Very beautiful set. That is the only trilogy out of the bunch. Moving on to 4-book sets. Technically, this is a trilogy with a short story collection, so I think that's why I'll kick off the 4-book sets with this one. And that, my friends, is the Cruel Prince series, the Folk of Air series, to be exact. So here we've got the set of the first 3 books and then the novella collection. I think I showed off the Stolen Air duet in a previous video, so I'm not going to be including that in the set. That is technically the spin-off. Yeah, we've got this very beautiful set from Fairyloot. Here we've got some beautiful gilded edges. Jude and Carden are absolutely slaying on the set. The first book being the Cruel Prince, obviously. I love this series so much. Look at them, they look so cute. Yeah, the foiling and everything, very pretty. I did put art pieces in here. I did put them in, so they are in there and they look so gorgeous. I don't think I'm going to show all of them off because they might spoil where they are at in the book, but we've got some very beautiful end page art of these characters. We've got a very lovely illustrated naked hardback. So gorgeous. Oh, I love this series so much. This series is such an inspiration to me as a writer. And honestly, I just remember a few years ago absolutely being sucked into this world and following these characters. Oh my goodness, I'm so in love. After filming my initial unboxing, I actually convinced Camillo that he needs to pick the series up. I purchased all the audiobooks for him to listen to, and I'm hoping that he does that soon because, oh my goodness, Camillo, you need to read the series. It's so good. The second book in the Folk of Air series is The Wicked King, and look at them slaying once more. I love that foiling. This looks so cool. I love the colors on these covers. What was it? The Stolen Air series, they kind of just had like a similar gray color scheme, but I love how the first book we've got a color that has some green hues, second book we've got some blue hues, and then we've got purple hues for the third book. And we've got some end page art with my favorite couple. Oh my goodness. I love them too so much. Naked hardback is absolutely slaying. I love that they slay with my nails too. Look at this slay. Look at this slay. This is too much slay for the morning. And then we've got some character and page art as well. Overall, very pretty sequel. And the third book in the Folk of Air series is The Queen of Nothing. And that foiling, the snakes, everything. Look at them, look at them. They're a dream, my goodness. They look a little happy too. I like that for them. Look at Jude and this badass snake. Very pretty naked hardback as well. The naked hardback designs are so gorgeous. I am so sad that the Stolen Air duet did not get the same naked hardback treatment, but I mean, I'm not too bothered about it. I know that that set got designed before this set went onto the Fairy Trove and stuff. Like, what can you do there? You know, I did like the foiled naked hardbacks, but I really love these naked hardback designs. I think they look really cool. And then look at them. My precious couple, my precious. And then of course Fairyloot absolutely spoiled us with How the Queen of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. Very beautiful special edition. I mean, look at Carden. Look how cool he looks. He is serving. I did mention this in my initial unboxing video. He is serving C. Like, look at him. The dude's mugging. This illustration of the younger version of him looks really cool. I need to show you the illustration of the older version of him as well. I love how they're both on like opposite sides. And then of course the final feature, the very beautiful naked hardback. Check that out. Love that illustration. Such a beautiful set. I'm so blown away by the set. I'm really happy that Fairyloot did another set of this because initially they did sell this set years ago, and this is like one of the only reasons why I wanted them to do Iron Edition. Like, I like the idea of Iron Editions. A lot of their previous sets I have been like, maybe, maybe not. I think it's because the series that they used to do aren't really series that I'm into now. Maybe, I don't know. But I really wanted them to do this series. They never did Daughter of Smoke and Bone, but I really hope that they do Daughter of Smoke and Bone one day. I know that Illumicrate did Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I want them to do that again. I really do. Honestly, I would do anything for a very beautiful special edition set of Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Illumicrate did 2 sets of Strange the Dreamer. Surely they can do a revised Daughter of Smoke and Bone set. I would do absolutely anything for that. I do want Fairyloot to step in and do some more beautiful sets of like some old series that we used to be into. Like back in the day, we got the Romantasy that was right before the Book Talk era. I think that doing the Folk of Air series was a very good call for them, and I can't wait to see what else they'll do with their iron sets. I decided that I got too hot to mess around with my long hair, so I put it back so that we can deal with the 3 other large sets. So the second and final 4-book set that I have to show off today is a quartet. The other set that I showed you was not necessarily a quartet, it was a trilogy and a short story collection. But over here, we've got the Artifacts of Aranos series by Nisha J. Tooley, and this special edition set was done by Fairyloot, and all of them look stunning together. I need to show you these pages. Look at them. I'm not holding these properly, my goodness. I need to show you this as well. Like, look at that. They're so pretty. Check them all out together. So gorgeous. And now I'm going to show them individually. First and foremost, we have Trial of the Sun Queen. This is the first book in the series. And when this book first came out, that is when I heard about the series for the first time. And since then, I've heard absolutely amazing things. I've heard that this series is a favorite series of many. And I'm just happy that I've got this very beautiful Fairyloot special edition set because it looks very pretty. The end page art is gorgeous. I love the end page art for the series. I also love the naked hardbacks. I love the foiling that we've got going on here. Overall, very beautiful design. The end page art on the other side is the same. I love how vibrant these pages are. Like, I love how that design pops. I'm not sure if it over the screen has the same effect, but in person, it just looks absolutely magnificent. And book number 2 of the series is Rule of the Aurora King. I love this color scheme so much. It just looks so pretty. I love these pages as well. That page design looks gorgeous. Just all those colors. You've got the blues, the purples, the pinks. Oh, it's just stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. And this end page art pops so much. Oh, wow. I'm in love. And then once again, we've got a foiled hardback design that looks absolutely pretty. This set is just an absolute glaze set. This entire video is a glaze sesh. I make these videos to glaze these special editions. And yeah, Fairyloot absolutely nailed this one. I also love the foiling on this dust jacket as well. The third book in the series is The Fate of the Sun King, and check out that green foiling as well as that very beautiful cover design. I love how detailed this cover design is. I love how green this cover is, how green the pages are as well. I love how they pop so well. And then we've got some very beautiful green end page art as well. Look at them looking at each other from a distance. And then we've got some green foiling that pops on the naked hardback as well. Overall, very cute set. Once again, I'm saying it, I'm just glazing. Like, you've got to show off all the books individually and you're like, what else do I say about it? What else do I say about it? Gorgeous. And the fourth and final book in the series is Tale of the Heart Queen, and I love this cover. I love just how vibrant that foiling is. This illustration is also very pretty. I did mention this in my unboxing video. I thought that I was not gonna like this design as much in person. I think it's because the first 3 books have so much color, and then this one, it does have some red, but the grays and whites and blacks, they do stick out a little bit better from afar, right? But close up in person, this is going to be one of the prettiest covers in the collection. And I also love these pages. I love that page illustration. I also just love red flowers, you know? I love red flowers. I love the redness of this very beautiful illustration as well. And then finally, we've got a very beautiful naked hardback with some red foiling. Overall, I don't really have much more to say. Very beautiful set, and I've only recently just noticed as I'm filming this video, there are so many Fairyloot books that I've included in this video. Usually, there's an array of special editions from different companies, and I mean, we did include the Bookish Box, Illumicrate, and the Arcane Society. There will be more of those special edition book box companies featured in future videos, and also Bookish and Spice. I'm just waiting for more completed sets to be received from them. I received a lot of completed Fairyloot sets or some standalones from Fairyloot this year, and that's why this video is Fairyloot heavy. Overall, even though I have been struggling with some of their monthly book picks, their one-off special edition sets are doing pretty great in my personal opinion. I do still have some issues with Fairyloot, like in terms of logistics. Let's not talk about the Bonded by Thorns situation and like deliveries and a few things. Honestly, a few things. I've got 2 other sets from Fairyloot that I have to talk about in this video today as well. But like, I do have my grievances with Fairyloot. In terms of one-off special edition sets, they have been delivering, and that is why they are mentioned a lot in the this video. And also because they've like literally delivered a bunch of books to my doorstep in the first quarter of the year. So there's that. Now we're gonna move on to the 5-book set from Fairyloot. And the 5-book set from Fairyloot just so happens to be a romantic companion series. Here I've got the Elsie Silver Chestnut Spring series. And this set is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, what happened to the spine? I don't remember seeing that scratch. Maybe I caused it, or maybe it was always there. I don't know. Oh, the school bell is calling. Oh, that means I have to start work soon. So here are all the very pretty spines, but here are all the very pretty pages. Look at them all together. Oh, so pretty. And then the top. I'm trying to hold this together. I'm doing it pretty well. So I need to go through all of them individually. So first of all, we have Flawless, which is absolutely flawless. I think this one has got to be like my favorite color scheme out of all of them. I love this little mint color we've got going on here. And the pinks, come on, please focus in on the cover. Yes. It is gorgeous. Thank you, camera. Thank you. Very pretty pages, very pretty illustration on the back as well. I love those flowers. And then the in-page art. It's pretty simplistic, but also very cute. Yeah, Elsie Silver special editions just happen to be so cute. I also have the Bookish Box special edition of the first book, Wild Love, in that other series, the Rose Hill series. I also recently ordered the other books in that series too, and I can't wait to receive the full set for that. Here we've got a very beautiful illustration on the naked hardback, the Wishing Well Ranch. So cute. I think that this set has something for everyone. Whether it's like a wholesome illustration here or like a little scenery illustration on the naked hardback, I just reckon that Fairyloot did an excellent job with this one. And the next book I have to show off in this set is Heartless. I love this orange and blue illustration we've got going on here with these characters. I also love these blue pages. I think that orange and blue are a good combination. And then we've got some beautiful in-page art once more. We've got a beautiful illustration. This is so pretty, so pretty. It's so interesting to see this set sell for very high prices these days. Like honestly, seeing this set everywhere on buy, swap, and sell groups, I'm like, oh my goodness. I am so happy I jumped on it when I did. Powerless is the 3rd book in the series, and I think the funny thing about Powerless having purple is that Powerless by Lauren Roberts also has purple on its cover as well. I don't know, I just think that Powerless and purple go well with one another. I like that alliteration as well. I think that this is a very cute illustration between these two characters, and then we've got some very beautiful pages there as well. I think this one happened to be my favorite illustration on the naked hardback. Before we get to that though, we've got this beautiful in-page art. Yes, this was the one. I love the purple hues. The purple, the blue, the beige. All of it. I love this illustration. I love just how vibrant and colorful this one is. This one is my favorite naked hardback for sure. And Reckless is the next book I have to mention. I love the pinks. I love the gold. I love it all. Love it all. Look at that boot. Look at the boot. Once more, we've got a very cute in-page art illustration there, and then we've got some houses. We've got a neighborhood. We've got one house here, one house there. Love the colors. Love it all. The sunset vibes. All of it. Very pretty. And then we got one more book to show off in the series, and that, my friends, is Hopeless. And this cover ironically looks very hopeful. I love the sunflowers. I love the green foiling. I love the green pages. Yellow and green, this combination I love. Very beautiful green and page art. And then the naked hardback has some good green and yellow hues as well. This series honestly looks like the ultimate comfort series. Like, I love that both ways to display these books are very comforting. Whether you want like a good look at the scenery to escape from where you are. I mean, for me personally, being around the CBD, yeah, I would like to look at that more often. And then also these very nice illustrations where you're just seeing people happy and in love and stuff. I just think that it looks really cool overall. I think that this set is very well done. I love that it is different enough from the original covers that at least we have in the ANZ market, but also it still captures the heart of all the books overall. Even though I haven't yet read the series, I've heard amazing things about it. It's really difficult to know where I want to start with Elsie Silver because I do want to read the other book series, the Gold Rush Ranch by Elsie Silver and then Rose Hill. I honestly don't know, but I've heard amazing things about this series, so I'm tempted to start off with it first. Honestly, time will tell which series I start off with. I initially wanted to read Elsie Silver sometime this year, but since them canceling on their Babe appearance, it just hasn't been a priority. But honestly, I own 3 series from them. I need to get onto it. And last but certainly not least, we have one 6-book series that has been incomplete for a while, and it has finally recently been completed. I have the study series, the Fairyloot Special Edition set by Maria V. Snyder. Now, this is a series that I have read. and I adored when I read it. I initially actually read the first 3 books because I wanted to justify this purchase, and I am so happy that I did read this series because, oh my goodness, I loved it so much, and I reckon that everyone should read it. So here we've got all the very beautiful spines. I initially wanted to display them all by the pages, and I think that the pages altogether look very pretty, but I think after a while of just like waiting and displaying the first 3 books with the pages, I just wanted to display the spines together. I think that the spines have a very classy design. Oh my goodness. Okay, try not to drop these. So the first book out of the bunch is Poison Study. I love these illustrations, and I also reckon that the front cover illustrations look very classy as well. I love that we've got the goblet there. We've got some foiling here. I have got to be very careful with the quotes that I show you guys on the back of the next 3 books because I feel like those kind of like spoil the story. When I had first unboxed the final 3 books in the series, I almost read the quote on the back of the first book in the second half of the series, and I was like, oh no, I cannot spoil everyone. Here we've got a signature from the author. I love the end pages we've got, and I love that under every single one of these dust jackets we've got a very cute naked hardback illustration of these characters. Look at them. I love them so much. I'm just so happy that this full set is in my collection, finally. Second book in the series is Magic Study. I love this blue. I love this gold illustration as well. And then there's the foiling. And then I love this page design. I think that looks really cool as well. Then we've got a signature from the author. And then we've got an illustration of our girl, Yelena. I love how those illustrations pop on the background. Like, we've got a blue background there. I love how like her outfit pops and everything. She looks great. And book number 3 is Fire Study. I think this is my favorite book in the series overall. It's not necessarily my favorite illustration out of the bunch. So far I really love Magic Study, but I need to look at the rest of them. There are some very beautiful illustrations to come. I just think that the placement of the title over the eye sockets kind of just covers the skull a little bit. But you know what? I'll take it. I mean, this illustration looks really cool. Then we've got another signature from the author. I dig that. Also, oh my goodness, he looks so hot. I cannot. Oh my goodness. I can't. This is gonna be probably the sexiest illustration I've seen this morning. That and the Deathless cover, my goodness. The 4th book in the series is Shadow Study. I love the covers for the second half of the series. Oh my goodness, I am just now remembering how beautiful they are. I love this tree. I love the tree on here as well. Then we've got a signature from the author. I love that I got like all signed. And then we've got our boys here. Look at them. I love the color of this book as well. This and the next one that I'm just about to show you. Love the cooler colors. The second last book in this beautiful special edition set is Night Study, and this is a very beautiful cover. I cannot decide between this and Shadow Study and Magic Study. I love these covers so much, and that is a good sign, honestly. That is a good sign that you've done an excellent job with the set. Then once again, we got a signature on the end pages, and then we've got a naked hardback illustration. And then we got one more book, and I love the illustration on the final book too. The final book in this very beautiful special edition set, and also the final book that we're showing off today, is Duet Study! I love this phoenix that we got here. It's really inspiring because the phoenix is a symbol for me, a symbol of transformation. I mean, it is the symbol of transformation, you know. At the moment, the phoenix really speaks to me, and eventually, if you ever read my book series, you'll also know why. But and then we've got a very beautiful phoenix illustration there too. And then we've got, once more, a signature from the author. We've got phoenix and page art, and then we've got an illustration right here on the naked hardback. Overall, I'm very pleased with this set. I'm just so happy that it's finally done. Like, I finally have it, because the first half of the set got, I think, sold like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. And then only this year did I unbox the second half of the set. So it was a long time coming. I'm happy that I have all these sets that I showed off today. There was a lot of Fairyloot, I do acknowledge that. Something that I forgot to mention as well previously when I was talking about other book box representation is that there are gonna be plenty of Fairyloot sets coming up. I didn't show any of the Fairyloot sets that I received so far this year, but trust me, there are plenty. There is a Fairyloot video that I am holding back because I was kind of drunk when I filmed it, and I'm afraid to edit the footage. But at some point I gotta edit the footage, even if it means I need to film extra clips to make it work. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, leave me the pink heart emoji with the sparkles, because you know that the sparkles, the bells and whistles and everything, that's what we celebrated today, or at least that's what I celebrated today, and I am so looking forward to filming part 2 of this. Honestly, cannot wait. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers. And also I have social medias. I'm at author Gianna Jones on Instagram and TikTok if you want to follow me there for some more bookish content. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half and I flipped it in a double.